Hey everyone, let's have a chat about cats. When you first brought your foster cat home, we've asked you to section them off into one room and confine them there. This is the best way to get them acclimated and comfortable in your apartment. It's also a great way to make sure that they're eating and using the litter box and drinking normally. But you might be wondering, when is it okay to let them out of this room and give them more access to the rest of my home? That answer is very dependent on your home, who else lives with you, and how the cats are doing. For me, it is a week and a half into fostering and I still have the cats confined to my bedroom. And for me, that's for a few reasons. One, I live with roommates and my roommates aren't too keen on cats with behavior problems, which one of these is. So I want to make sure that I'm not burdening them, so they're staying in my room for that reason. But in addition to that, I find that my apartment is pretty large, and when I let foster cats out into the apartment and give them more space, it's much harder to work with them during my behavior sessions. And that could be for many reasons. But I do find that if I keep them in my bedroom longer, I have more success with the treatments that I'm conducting, and I usually find that the cats come around a bit faster. The only issue with this is some cats are really going to be trying to get out of your bedroom or out of the room that you have confined them in. So depending on how the cats are responding to that, you really have to factor all of that into your personal situation and go from there and decide. At the very least, you need to make sure that the cats stay in this confined space until they're eating normally, drinking normally, and using the litter box. And I recommend until they're moving around normally as well. So you want to see tall body posture. You don't want to see a cat that is only coming out at night and hiding, or when they come out, they're slinking very low to the ground with their tail down. Those are signs that they're probably not ready for more space. But if you have a cat that's playing in the room that you have them in and coming out and looking tall and relaxed, that cat might be okay to have more space. Now, when you give your cat more space, you want to do it strategically. If there's any way to close off rooms to make the space that they are allowed to access smaller, that'll be good. And you also want to make sure that there's hiding spots throughout the new space that they'll be allowed to go in, but that the hiding spots are strategically placed so that you can still access the cat easily for behavior treatments. So if you have a lot of stuff underneath your couch where the cat might wedge behind and you won't be able to see them, you're going to want to remove those things so that way it's easy to access the cat. And you might want to instead put a carrier to the side of the couch so that way that can be a resting hide spot for your foster kitty. One other thing you want to consider is not moving anything out of the room that you have set up for that cat, meaning leave the litter box there, leave the food and water there to start, and just in the beginning open up the door and allow the cats to come out and explore, and then still have that room that they were confined in, their safe space to begin. You'll want to do that because you'll find that most cats will probably venture out, but they're going to probably run back into your room that you had set up for them. Once you see the cats interested and curious about leaving this space, you could try moving one of the litter boxes out, or try to feed them closer to the door, or move the feeding spot a bit so that way it's into another room in the home that's close to the one that they're in. And this will encourage them to explore as well, and it'll show them that great things like the food and their water are in other places of the home too. If you do let your cats out and you're realizing, ooh, that maybe wasn't the best idea, I now can't get the cat to do anything, don't fret. Just give the cat time to settle into those spaces, and then you can try to restart your behavior treatments from there. And if that is the case, just reach out to us and we can discuss it with you and figure out a game plan for how to get the cat back to how they were doing in your confined room that they started in. I hope that's helpful, and if you do have questions and you want to figure out what the best route is for your kitties, just discuss it with us and we will be there to assist you. I hope you've enjoyed this chat. Have a good day.